Hey guys, I'm Jacob. You're watching the Prepper's Bunker Outdoors. Today I want to give you my quick first impressions on the Ar500 Freeman plate carrier. I was a little bit excited when this came out because of its size. So whether or not you like this plate carrier will probably directly correspond with whether or not you like its size. It's very small. To back up a little bit, I'm a combat veteran. I deployed to Afghanistan with the 173rd Airborne, got my CIB, did some of that stuff. And a lot of the NCOs and higher ranking people snuck extra small plates for the front and didn't wear any plates in the back. Probably kind of silly. I would say it's probably the wrong answer. I'm not here though to tell you what's wrong or right. However, what I will say is that when you are looking at your plate carrier, you're not necessarily looking at an immediate action asset. There are pretty few people who, in a home invasion, will throw on their plate carrier, who in an active shooter will have a plate carrier or run to their car and grab a plate carrier. The body armor is for the most part, is for a longer term dangerous situation. And here's what that means to me. What that means to me is that you need to be able to ruck with this. You need to be able to live with this. You need to be able to sleep in this. And you need to be able to balance all of the potential pros and cons of wearing body armor for what's best for you. So if you have body armor and all you've ever done is put it on or go to the range in it, that is the wrong answer. First off, you need to wear your body armor with your fighting kit. I have worn the Freeman plate carrier with my war belt. I've worn it at Tactical Response. And today I got this new Alpenflage top. I'm an Alpenflage guy. If you want to know why, I will have an entire series on it. It works much better than you would think, and it works much better than it looks on the screen right now because your depth perception. However, so what body armor, plate carrier, what are you looking at? You're looking at weight, cost, and bullet stopping capability, and also size, thickness. These are all things to consider. So if you were to go with a gunner body armor setup like someone in a gun hatch might wear or might be forced to wear, with full-size plates, but let's say you're wearing steel as a civilian. That's another thing to balance, but I'll get to that in a second. All right, so you're wearing your full plates, all right, but they're steel. You're wearing neck armor, shoulder armor, side plates, and groin protection as a civilian. You, with metal plates, you're going to be looking at a stupendous amount of weight. I honestly don't know, maybe 30 pounds, maybe more. Your heat is going to be absolutely through the roof. And if you have to do any kind of movement, even if it's only in the spring or fall, you're going to fall out as a civilian. You're not going to be able to cut it, especially when you throw on your 80-pound bug-out bag that you've also never taken anywhere. So weight is a big consideration. Now you can get very effective body armor that is also lightweight, but guess what? Your cost is going to go up exponentially. I'm going to try and mostly, I'm going to try and go from where we're talking right now, and all of these things, which are a valid discussion, something that I need to talk about, but that deserves its own video. It's just a little bit of background, a little bit of things to consider for the Freeman. The Freeman specifically from Ar500. I'll put the weight right here. It's not necessarily lightweight. However, for being steel, it is rather lightweight because it's small. Again, the cut of it allows me to have a great range of motion. I can shoot well. This is a swimmer's cut, so if I'm swimming, all right, that range of motion, basically swimmer's cut means that you can have your full range of motion, all right? So, full range of motion, not too awfully heavy. This is the initial review, so what I've not done in this is probably the most important thing to do, which is probably go ruck march in it and sleep in it. However, I mentioned one thing I needed to get back to, this brand new top, okay? You need to wear all of your kit together, so I got my new top, I put my body armor on, and I wore it. And I've decided, you know, when I'm working at home, if you don't know, I do beach and tactical, I make rifle slings, so I'm working, sewing, weaving, getting tactical and practical orders out, and why not wear my body armor? I work out every day. I might as well put a couple extra pounds on me to help out and get used to my body armor. And lo and behold, the Ar500 has epaulets. Let's see, epaulets on either side here. I just folded this one down because for some reason it has this. I haven't like cutting it. It has buttons on top for epaulets. And then on the sides, it has some strappy doohickeys with buttons. And those all got in the way. So I had to cut these buttons off, which you need to do even if you're not looking at body armor. If you're looking at Ar500 or any camo pattern that has epaulets with buttons up here, you need to cut them off, even if it's just because of backpack use. That is a administration grade BS feature. But I had to cut the buttons off. I had to cut this epaulet all the way off because it doesn't have anything to attach it down here, which I don't know why you'd want to do that anyways. And then on the side, the snap buttons, I had to cut the little strap that they're meant to like hold some kind of stupid belt or something like that, or cummerbund or something. And then the buttons themselves, I actually had to drill out. So I just got this uniform. My wife saw it like, you always make everything patchy. As soon as you get it, you ruin everything, because all my guns are painted, all my knives are patinaed, all my gear is abused. It's because I use my stuff, and you probably should too. Don't worry about your stuff looking nice. Anyways, had to modify. All that to say, I had to modify this top immediately. And that should not be an uncommon thing. You need to put your kit on, and you look at stuff like that, and some people will never notice that they've got a problem until they're out on that ruck march. And that's why you need to do stuff. You're going to make further adjustments and other stuff. So I can't say how comfortable this will be with a pack on for long distance. We'll find out. I'm not excited because I don't like rucking in body armor, but it's what I have to do. But for shooting, no issue. Weight, no issue. It's going to come down to protection. I want to protect this right here is my #1 priority. We've got some lungs up here to about down here, so we've got some lungs that are unprotected at the corners. However, the lethal area for what I'm looking at stopping is a timer, because everything that's not a T right here is a timer. This is a switch, and this is a switch, and this is a switch. Those are switches. You turn those switches off and the lights are out. Everything else is a timer, and the most important part of the timer is right here, and most everything else can be fixed up. So when there are legitimate upsides of steel plates, I'll get into that later. There are potential downsides of steel, and there are actual downsides of steel. And the actual downside of steel is the weight, which is why if you're going to get steel and you don't have the ability to do movements, something small might be a good idea. So balance, you've got to balance what you can do, what your capabilities are, the likelihood of you using it, the amount of money that you can spend, etc. You can see I'm running it slick here. I will have a tourniquet on here. However, I run a war belt, and I want to be able to run them completely separate, because whether I'm wearing body armor or not, no matter what my situation is, I can still have my war belt on, separate of my plates, and vice versa, and that's the way I like it. All right. Guess I'm going to wrap this up here. What do I like about it? I like the balance of cost, practicality, weight, and size. For what it's worth, I got this plate carrier with the multi-curve, whatever. Don't get flat plates if you can help it. If you can afford to not get flat plates, never get flat plates. Multi-curve, swimmer's cut, and I got the build-up on it. So I am led to believe that the normal coating on Ar500 is good enough to stop spalling, but I paid extra to get the extra buildup just to make it even better, because if I'm in a fight and I stop around to my heart, I still don't want to have shrapnel up in here, okay? And I also have the trauma pads behind it. So this will not be a review on this armor in the most basic format. However, I have a second Freeman plate carrier with flat plates, no extra buildup, and no trauma pads. And my brother and I are going to be doing a YouTube video where we do a destruction test of it. And so we're going to shoot it with a lot of different stuff. Obviously 223, 556, steel core, 62 grain, 55 grain. We'll shoot with 9mm a lot. We'll shoot with 50 Action Express out of the old Desert Eagle, and we'll do some testing with melee impacts. We'll do a little bit of Molotov cocktail action, and probably some 308 and 762 by 51 as well. These plates are 3A rated off the top of my head, which means good up to your 62 grain 556, and I believe potentially even 308 ball, but not 308 AP or 30-06. We'll see exactly where the line is set. It's going to be a good time. This was supposed to be a quick video, but it has not been. Initial impression, I like it. I think it's a good deal. I think if you got your head in the right place for body armor, it's a viable option. If I know that I am about to ruck march into a fight with other people with rifles, and would I buy something different? Yeah. But that's not the case. So far, that's not the commonality. And all of my engagements in Afghanistan that I was able to return fire, I was on an OP, up on a mountain watching down on people, not wearing anything but a t-shirt. All right. So, we had the SAW, we had the M4s, we had to do with an EBR, we had the 1919 up there, but nobody's wearing anything. We're just living up on a mountain in t-shirts, just dirty as can be, up in the weather and the elements, and we turn fire when we have to. So, and I was not uncomfortable with that. I prefer, especially for wood stuff, maneuverability, capability. I'll tell you right now, people won't believe it. There are a lot of shooters out there. There are a lot of trainers out there with different experience and different mindset to myself. However, when you're out on foot, when you get into an engagement, you're already exhausted. And even this, with its weight and size, will impair your distance and speed and movement. I believe not to such an extreme degree that I wouldn't wear it. However, to such an extreme degree that I don't want anything much heavier. So I guess instead of an initial review, this has become somewhat of a rant. I hope it's been valuable to you. If it has, let me know in the comment section below. Shoot me a thumbs down, start an argument, and I look forward to talking to you. I need to get back to my house before I crap my pants. Have a blessed day.